Host for today's Purolator 500 race broadcast is Barney Hall.
So guys, welcome to Truck Talks, our first night episode. So we are parked in the garage, night episode, and let's get to it. Short episode, because I am going to try and make my new weekly podcast. Well, this is a podcast, but on the real podcast on the internet, where I'm just going to fill everything on NASCAR in one episode. So check that out. I'll probably post that later tonight. But here we go. I just wanted to touch up on a few things. You know, Trevor Bayne, he said that he's leaving, or they're kicking him out of Roush Fenway, right? Yeah, Roush Fenway. We saw that coming. I mean, he's not a great driver. So that might put Kurt Busch into the clear on that. He won't be leaving then, I'm probably, because you're not going to lose two drivers at one organization. So they're going to keep Kurt Busch. Trevor's out. Where's he going to go? And then, wait, we've also forgot Ryan Newman is leaving Richard Childress. He said he's leaving. He's not getting kicked out or fired. He's leaving. So he said he has the full intentions of staying in the Cup Series next year. My issue is who's going to take. Ryan Newman. He's old. He's an older driver. He's in the playoffs, I think, right? No, I don't think he's not in the playoffs, but he won last year. So that's what he's got going for him, but he's slowing down. He's still a really tough, hard racer. He puts everything in when he races, but he's getting up there in age, so we don't really know where he's going to go. He probably will go to a smaller team, like Starcom Racing could pick him up, I think. But Trevor Bayne, he's in trouble. He's not really a valuable driver either. He hasn't done much lately. He hasn't won since the Daytona 500, right? Yeah, I don't think he's won since the Daytona 500 a few years ago. That might be the only one of his career. Not impressive at all. That Daytona 500 win is always impressive, but overall, that is not a really impressive career. Hardly ever cracks the top 10. I think he got one this week in Las Vegas, but that's... Everyone that is now in panic mode got a top 10 in Vegas, because they're all like, we gotta get a ride next year. There are way too many of us. There's 5 or 6 drivers that are just out and about trying to catch a ride somewhere. You don't have many teams, so a lot of these drivers are gonna get bumped into Xfinity or the Camping World Truck Series, but they're just gonna have to deal with that. Because they're bound to get knocked down into one of those. So that's definitely a real situation. Because there's not enough teams to be picked up. Teams are going to be adding on cars. BJ McLeod probably will pick someone up if they're desperate. If they really need a ride, BJ will probably pick them up. BJ McLeod Racing, of course. But besides that, you really don't have much going on, besides, so that's about it. So this short episode, just wanted to talk about that, and then tomorrow we're going to talk about the big three. So thank you guys for watching, and short episode, see you guys later.